Hello, 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 everybody. Okay, cool. The sound's working. I actually forgot to shift my microphone over, meaning I have to unplug it, and sometimes OBS doesn't like it when I do that, when it's going. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me. It looks like you guys can hear me. Welcome to Impromptu Midnight Art Stream. Happy August 31st. Look, I can do... I didn't do holiday last stream. Yesterday, the 30th, was National Toast Marshmallow Day. Today is National Matchmaker Day, according to my calendar. And then you guys realize it's already September. I'm having some kind of like existential crisis, realizing that it's September. Okay, it's working. But yes, welcome to Art Stream. We're doing another one of these already because I have another commission I need to finish. So we're gonna be working on that. Sorry it's a little dark. If I do this, you can't see anything. I had to mess with the brightness and stuff again. Because again, this webcam that I'm using, it's not great. If we do more of these, I'll see about investing in a better one for it. Also, sorry, I'm still eating my nuggies. They didn't get done until like a minute ago. So, I apologize. I don't like eating on a stream, but I'm hungry. Anyway. We're doing some more drawing today. I already don't like this circle. I drew the circle on this paper to kind of test the lighting. Wasn't really planning on doing anything with it. Anyway. Tonight we're drawing Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. One thing you'll learn, I mean, you guys should know. Anyway, it's obvious. Most people who go to anime conventions, they have their favorite characters, which is fine. We all do. I have a Kakashi shelf after all. But some people. I mean, I suggested doing this. We're drawing Hisoka with wet hair because there's like 2 times in the series that he has his hair down, and you know, it's like, oh, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad to look at. And I brought it up to the person that, you know, I was talking to the person that commissioned this, and they're like, well, I won't be, you know, I won't be upset if you draw him with his hair wet and down. So you know, that's what we're doing tonight. We're drawing Hisoka with wet hair. If you don't know what that looks like, you can always go Google it, or I can just drop a convenient image in the chat. Maybe it's just a girl thing. If you're not familiar with Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. If I remember how to fucking... I mean, I guess I can send what Hisoka normally looks like. Actually, is there really no way... I want to do like a custom-sized window, and I just... Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to add a source to my thing. No. Let's see. If I break things, I apologize. That way you guys can see, oh boy. You guys can see my reference. I don't... Is there, like, not a way for me to, like, do a custom site? Well... It's not what I want, and it's just a mess. Obviously, this is a last-minute thing. My cat is trying to steal my chicken nugget! He literally had one off the plate. Okay. This is impromptu anyway, so... Can I just want to do... like a... That's not what I want to do. Back in the day, I swear, you could do like a capture. Excuse me, kitty. This was like on livestream.com, like back in the day. You could, you know, resize what you were capturing. And do they just not have that thing anymore? No, kitty! Stop trying to steal my nuggies! Cat's trying to steal my nuggets. Display capture? Ah. Like, I just want... Shit. This is a mess. I just want, like, a little box I can put in the corner. And, of course, it won't let me do that, apparently. Okay. Here, I'll do this for now. Oh, it's actually transparent. Well, okay, we'll just have a Hisoka hanging out over here. This is who we're trying to draw, but we're drawing him with his hair down. Oh, you can't see his feet. Oh, whatever. My cat's trying to steal my chicken. Everything's breaking. But, yeah. What a mess. That's about you guys you shouldn't do things last minute. I never learned. Kitty! No! You can't have my nuggets. I'm using not the pencil with my pencil grip on it. My cat's trying really hard to steal my nuggets. Yes, you are, aren't you? Here. I can see the cat. I'm gonna make it a little bit hard to draw. And because I'm not actually over my drawing, I can't see I might have to fix things here in a second. But that's okay. He's trying so hard to get my nuggets, I gotta hold them until I eat them. Yeah, he's gonna have wet hair, but be wearing his full outfit because... Hi, Papa. Now, like I was saying, I really want to get, I really want to get these sketch commissions all squared away before I leave for the weekend. It's already been quite a long time since I got this. It should have been done at this point, but I got sick, so you know that puts a damper on things when you get sick. So not much you can do about it. Again, the person that commissioned it knows. I text messaged them. They're very understanding, which is nice. I don't like to make people wait if I can help it, but usually, in my experience, most people are pretty understanding and patient when it comes to like commission work, especially at cons. Like they know you have other things to do. It's like as long as you explain the situation, they're pretty well, understanding. I'm gonna be lazy, and so Hisoka has a lot of different color schemes to his outfit because he does. I know you want down kitty, but you'll eat my chicken nuggets, and I will be sad about it because I want to eat those. You can't have them. No! He's trying to escape to eat my chicken nugget. We're gonna be doing the white variation of Hisoka's outfit because then I don't have to do as much shading in. I think I like the white version anyway a bit more. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm gonna put him down and eat a nugget real quick. Over here, Papa. He's not that dumb though. He's gonna look back around. No. Mm-mm. Hop on. Damn it, let me get rid of the whole damn plate. No kitty, my nugget. Pop. I wish he sat on laps more, like better. But he doesn't. My proportions feel off again. I'm gonna blame the cat. I'll fight with him for my nugget. Though to be fair, Hisoka's proportions are a bit strange. Hunter x Hunter proportions are usually pretty decent. They're not like, you know, JoJo's proportions where it's like, okay, is that what we're doing today? My cat's down there pouting now. Oh, here he comes again. Papa! The cat's... Hey! If you're gonna bite, you gotta get down. Or you're gonna get down. But yeah, I don't... Oop. Damn it. Papa. You're gonna bite, you're gonna get down. But yeah, I don't like to make people wait too long. It's just the amount I got the other day, it was almost a little overwhelming. I should have said no at some point. But it's like, if people can be patient and let me, you know, get them to them later, it's like, I like drawing for people. I really did not expect it to be so busy. But you know, it happened, and that's usually a good thing if it's that busy, to be honest. Again, I'm not complaining about having stuff to do. It's just sometimes it's a little overwhelming, you know? I think another reason why I was okay too with like doing last minute art stream is as well. I mean, we're not gonna have one a few next week. I feel really bad that I keep canceling streams. And it's like, yeah, I know it was because I was sick. You guys did not want to hear me talking that last week, right? But it's like I keep canceling for like lesser reasons. Yeah, it's like I don't like doing that. And I just like being consistent with things if I can help it. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit so I can see. It's important if I can see. And even though I said I'm doing the one version so I don't have to shade as much, it's like I'll still do shading. Like minor shading. It's just if I do his whole black outfit, it's like that's gonna be most of it. I like the white one better. Oh, the only thing is like when his hair is wet, he doesn't have his little facial makeup markings. That's okay. I mean, I could put them on there anyway. Maybe he just hasn't done his hair back up, but he's done his makeup. Though I think putting makeup on would be easier to do when you don't have your hair in your face. I might put them on just because I want a reason to draw them. He normally has them anyway. Why do all these screenshots cut off the top bit of his hair? Like his head. Wait, here we go. Here we go. Cool, cool, cool. That's a little helpful. It sounds like my cat's now getting into things. It's probably out of revenge for not sharing my nuggies with him. He can't have chicken nuggets. I honestly don't know what he could be getting into. See, even the outfit I linked, it's like that's just the same outfit across like everything. They just changed the colors. I guess there's a little like minor variations in the sleeves. I want to do this. Is this this one? Sometimes his outfits are just like a mishmash of two of them. Is there a wiki that has the different versions? There has to be one somewhere around here. I'm just not finding it. No, I don't want to do that one. That one's dumb. Not that outfit. That one's similar to the one I want to do. It's this one. Okay. Also, I'm afraid I just don't have a lot to specifically go on about tonight. This was just so last minute. Oh, I found a reference. Oh, this is a good reference. Neat. This is like the ideal reference. It has like all of them. That's quite nice. I like it when I can find good references like this. He actually has much broader shoulders than what I'm drawing him with. Yeah, not necessarily JoJo levels of broad, but... I don't know what I'm doing with this arm! No, I didn't... I had some things I had to finish up today. My sister came over. Went to this local diner that my sister really wants to be a regular at a restaurant somewhere. And she really likes the charm of this one diner that's in the area. So whenever she comes out, she's like, well, what do you want to do for food? It's like, well, what about that diner that you really like? And it is a nice little diner. But I kind of did... I decided to get a steak at this diner. And I don't know why. Because, like, getting a steak at, like, a diner like that, or like a Coney Island or something even, right? It's kind of a bad idea because they don't cook steaks very well. Like, sure, they asked me how I wanted it cooked. And it was cooked the way I asked for it. It was, you know, they did that right. However, it's like they didn't season the damn thing. Like, at all. It was just so bland. You have to salt and pepper it all after the fact for it to just not taste boring. It's like they might as well have cooked it well done if they were just not going to season it. Like, it was kind of bad. It was quite depressing. It's like, I could have gone to Kroger. It was like a $10 steak, too. I was like, I could have gone to Kroger and got a cheaper steak and cooked it to where it was better. It's like, I don't think I'm that much of a food snob. Not really. Not compared to some people, right? But it's like, I don't want my steak to taste like crap. I should've... I have the door open. I'm hearing voices outside. It's like I should have just got the... should have just got the hoagie I was looking to get instead. Because, like, a hoagie, it's like, well... That's kind of a fast meal anyway. You're not expecting, you know, a certain quality from a hoagie. Though I guess I shouldn't have expected a certain quality from a local diner steak either. Yet here we are. I did, and I'm disappointed now. So that's just a bummer and a half when stuff like that happens. It always sucks when you go to a restaurant and you order something and you're really in the mood for it, or you think you are, and it just doesn't hit the spot in the same way you thought it might. I feel like this looked better before I changed it. I wanted more of a curve to a spine. But it was just super disappointing. The tater tots are at least good. The tater tots weren't good, then I would have had like a major issue. Because, like, I know you're just dropping those into like a deep fryer, so your tater tots should be, you know, decent. Unless they're one of those places that just don't change out their oil or something all that often. I remember when I was in high school, it was hit and miss on if you got good fries, because it depended on, like, if they changed the oil out. Especially if you had, like, the third or second lunch period, right? They would just not change the oil out, and you get, like, these, they'd be, like, really crispy fries, right? But they weren't great. They they just had like a bunch of like gunk from being in like oil that had like been used to cook like so many French fries that day. Like, some people like them, but it was just, it was so annoying when you got, you know, kind of lackluster fries, if you will. Like, they had a similar issue too when it came to their like their lemonade, one of their drinks, one of their I was, this was like the late 2000s, right before the 2010s, and this was around the time where they stopped serving Coke or like soft drinks necessarily, at least carbonated ones, in schools, in like high school. I remember everyone was like hyped up. They're like, oh, in high school you get to drink like Coca-Cola and stuff during lunch. It's not just like chocolate milk. Like, you could still get chocolate milk if you wanted to, but it wasn't the only thing that you could get. And maybe we won't even do the towel. Do you want a towel? Hisoka is known for being flexible, so him being in like a weird position wouldn't be like particularly off. I want like a weird koi come like hither kind of thing. I think of my clientele, they said that they don't mind. I'm not doing them shirtless. I could, but I want to draw his outfit, so. What was I talking about? I was talking about Coca-Cola, you know, soft drink, soda pop in high school. But by the time I got to high school, that was when they were doing a bigger push about food being healthier in like public schools. So that meant that they got rid of like soft drinks in the cafeteria. But they had lemonade. They had pink lemonade. And the pink lemonade was pretty good. Most days, or certain days. Because sometimes you would just get a pink lemonade that they didn't dilute well enough or something. And it was gross. And you didn't necessarily want to drink that. And it was always such a crapshoot on whether or not you got decent fucking pink lemonade or not, even. Which was super annoying. It's like, can't have a Coke during lunch. I mean, I guess I think I just ended up getting chocolate milk most of the time. But, like, you know, when even you can't trust the fucking pink lemonade. It's like, how do you fuck up pink lemonade? By not diluting it properly. It was such a bummer. It's like, because sometimes you just be in the mood for it. It's like, I'm gonna take a chance on the pink lemonade. Take a chance on the pink lemonade. It's too strong. Didn't dilute it well enough. It was just a bummer. Do I want the towel or not? Why might I not even do the towel? I don't always do props when I do stuff. I want to do this, but if I do that, the leg needs to come up more. Though, to be honest, when it came to, like, public school lunches, it was a crapshoot on if it was good or not anyway. I stopped eating pizza at school after a while because, well, there's a good chance it was just gonna be, like, super greasy. And it's like... when I'm holding a card? But yeah, I stopped getting pizza at school after a while because it was just, there's a good chance it was too greasy and you have to use like a bazillion napkins just to mop up some of the grease so you could eat it. I think a lot of the time I got the chicken sandwich at school for lunch. That was usually pretty decent. I don't remember fully what we had as our lunch selection, though. It's been so long. It's not like I really thought about it. I want to say that at some point I just started, like, bringing in my own lunch, but I don't think that was the case. Maybe? I know for after a while there, my sister and I stopped riding the bus to school. We'd have our mom drop us off. My sister, her senior year, drove herself. I didn't get my driver's license until right before college. Because I didn't like driving. I got into a car accident on my permit, and I kind of like swore off it for a while. My mom said, "Oh, well, I'm not driving you to your college orientation. So if you want to go, you're getting your license." So I was, you know, I had to get behind the wheel. But we stopped riding the bus because if we took the bus, a lot of the time we'd be like tardy to class, and then we'd get in trouble for being late to school. And it's like, we took the bus. We can't get here any sooner than the bus does if we take the bus. I guess they had like a shortage of drivers or buses or something, so like one of the routes got like combined with ours, and it was like super out of the way. So like everybody that rode those two buses would end up late to class. And it was just like devastating. So, well, at least for me, I didn't like to be late to class. So after a while, my sister and I just got tired of it, and we just asked our mom to like drive us to school. Sometimes we could ride the bus home, but there's a good chance that, you know, we'd ask her to come pick us up, especially if we had like other things to do. Like the buses were just really bad when it came to, you know, running on a decent schedule. I mean, public schools and all. And my school was one of those schools that focused a lot on its sports team. I think they have more buses and stuff now, but it's like, you know, their big focus was sports. And that's what they pumped a lot of the money into. My school is one of those close to being in the country, but not fully in the country kind of deals, right? But football was still a big deal, and they got all the preferential treatment from the school board. All that fun stuff. I guess what I'm saying is, like, I don't know if that affected, like, how many buses we had or what. Like, that's speculation. That is purely speculation at this point. Of course, I know nowadays, like, I I feel like everywhere I go, it's like you see signs all the time about school districts looking for bus drivers. I don't think I could be a bus driver. I couldn't be a teacher in like a high school setting or a middle school setting. Kids are kind of like the worst. They're mean. They don't like to listen. You're always constantly seeing what they can get away with. Anybody that actually teaches, like, you know, grade school, K through 12, really deserves some kind of medal. Because I couldn't. It's like, I understand why some of my teachers were, like, grouchy or grumpy or, like, at their wits' end. It's like, you gotta deal with that all the time. Of course, you'd be that way. I like how the idea I was going for completely shifted. Still can't get the shoulder to look right. But, yeah. Excuse me. I actually bothered to get, you know, water in between streams at least. I think part of it is these rings are actually, those were looking decent, but they didn't seem to be at the right angle. I said the fucking proportions are not JoJo proportions, but here I am puffing up his shoulders like they are. He has broad shoulders, but not blocky ones. Hello again, kitty. If you're gonna stay up here, you gotta be nice. You start biting and you go right back down. I wanna bite his tail one of these times, I swear. It might be right now. I'm not gonna bite my cat's tail. Puts it in my face all the goddamn time, though. Hisoka's crop top thing is pissing me off. If I do it like that kind of ruins, like, the flow of... better? Oh, see here? Well, I don't know if you can see it. It's starting to get, like, a little blurred. Like I said, this prevents smearing on my hand, not necessarily on the drawing. Hey, Brian, no problem. Sorry we started it so late. It was just kind of like a... It was a very last-minute thing, obviously. I should be posting this, the one I did the other night, and then one other one that I did. I've been waiting to get like this last batch done before I posted them. I like to post things in batches if I can. I know it's the perspective, but I don't like how this leg is looking. I like it, but I don't like it. It's like a weird double-edged sword. Unfortunately, I'm running low with the space on my page, so I can't just drop it, or it's going to clip off the page. And if I can help it, I don't like to do that. It was looking fine the way I had it. Then I just went and erased it. It's okay, I can draw it back in. Maybe it'll look better. Perspective can be a bitch. My Hisoka just doesn't feel lanky enough, though. I guess he's not technically lanky. Maybe a little bit. He wears baggy like clothes, but then you have like his really thin waistline that pokes out in the middle. It breaks up like the whole design, which is nice. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. But it's also because this part's being cut off by the arm. Again, I wish I had more control over this camera, and it didn't do this fisheye thing. Yeah, you have a good one too, Brian. Why did the steak get so hot while he's gone? I'm dying here. Climate change, probably. Also, it's August. How you doing, Rad? Welcome to random late night art stream. Drawing some more animu. This was going okay, and then I started doubting myself. It doesn't look bad, but something about it's off. It's because I wanted to draw hair down Hisoka. Ugh. Didn't even draw his hair. You should draw Hisoka and jorts. In fact, draw every character. No! This is a commission. The only thing the person said they'd be okay with me doing is if I drew Hisoka with his hair down when it's wet, because it looks good that way. This foot's getting dangerously close to the edge, and I don't like it. I really hate it when I accidentally clip things. This leg looks too short, but it's coming forward in space, so it's not technically wrong. The other thing that's throwing me off is I have this little flip here for his crop top thing, right? We're gonna have to draw that in later, because right now it's just messing with where... We're gonna have to draw a whole fucking skeleton in on this damn thing, aren't I? When in doubt, draw a skeleton. Okay. That is literally how I just fix everything when I draw. If I don't know what is going on, draw a skeleton. There's a good chance you'll figure out what's going wrong if you draw a skeleton in there. Or at least parts of a skeleton, you know. Say, if you missed it, where'd it go? Where'd I put it? Huh? Where did I put it? Ugh! Oh, here it is. Say, yesterday, art stream, we worked on this. We did Leon. And these are both for the same person. They got two things from me. Like, an awesome person. Awesome people that get art off me, of course I like. Shredder Twins alerted me to there being a Mephiles from Sonic 06 plush. Wait, releasing soon? It's been how long and they're just now doing your Mephiles? But what if you're having trouble drawing like Sans or Papyrus? You draw another skeleton inside that skeleton. Duh. Double skeleton. Double skeleton. That's it. Double skeleton. Why? Hisoka, what are your hips doing? I don't fucking know. Pardon me while I erase everything down here. Okay, we got your spine. Your spine curls down. Got this lovely hip bone. I don't think people understand just how often I end up drawing skeletons. Oh. To fix this leg, I am literally... We're going to draw a fucking skeleton in here, because... Oh, actually, this ties into a thing I wanted to complain about. What was I watching? I was watching a video. It was by Tomato Anus. He does, speedrun, like, explanation videos. And yes, that's his name. It's great. It's kind of sad for AGDQ. He has to change it to, like, Tomato Angus. So it's family friendly. But it's like, why Tomato Anus? I kind of wish I knew. I'm sure there's a story out there somewhere why he went with Tomato Anus. Anyway, that's not what I'm getting at. He was doing a explanation for Morrowind? No, it was Oblivion. It was Oblivion. It was one of the Elder Scrolls. He's doing an explanation for one of the Elder Scrolls. And he's like, oh, you gotta go in here and you gotta kill these two skeletons. I hate that people... I blame the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's literally the Nightmare Before Christmas's fault. That no one can say skeleton correctly. Like, I'm even doing it now, but that's because I'm angry. And instead, everyone says skeleton. With an ing in there. Skellington. Instead of skeleton. Because of Jack. It's all Jack's fault. No one can say skeleton properly anymore. And it fucking drives me crazy. It's not Skellington. That's a name, not a thing. And he kept saying, it's like, oh, you gotta kill these skeletons. I'm like, they're not skeletons, they're skeletons. Like, the Nightmare Before Christmas has gone and ruined a whole word with their character that everybody and their mom probably had a crush on when they were little. I say as I draw, suggestive Hisoka here. But, like, everybody, like, I'll be watching a thing, it's like, oh, I like this video. As soon as if it has skeleton involved, they say skeleton, I'm like, okay. That's what we're doing today, is it? We're saying skeleton instead of skeleton? You get a very well-spoken person that knows what they're talking about, and they're throwing around the skeletons. It's like skeleton. Skeleton. Not skellington. Skeleton. There is no ing in the word. There's this... These leg bones are... Look, look, look. There's literally... Does the skeleton look okay? Spoopy skeleton. It is literally one of my like biggest pet peeves, and it's like you can't go on about it because then people get like all upset with you. It's like it's just a word. I don't care. Fucking use the right word. It drives me fucking batty that no one uses the right word. You know, if we're gonna do a whole fucking skeleton in here, I might as well do it for the arm. This isn't gonna be here on the sketch. I don't just leave skeletons in my sketches. That's why drawing on the computer is sometimes nicer. I could just do like a whole fucking layer that's just a skeleton, and then just get rid of it later on, and no one would know that I drew a whole skeleton in on the drawing unless you watched me do it. And if I wanted to be super try-hardy, then we, like, I'm not even doing it right. You start doing muscle overlays at some point so you can round out things. God, I haven't done muscle studies in forever. I like drawing skeletons. Rib cages are some of my favorite things to draw, even though they're, you know, a lot of things to draw. It's just a skeleton. Hey, if you know how to draw skeletons, you just go and you draw skeletons. That's just how it works. I loved my anatomy class. My teacher was pretty cool. He's very lenient. It's like as long as you did the stuff, he didn't care how you did it. So it's like when we were doing figure studies, he would let me actually work just straight on my laptop in class. Some teachers are like, no, you gotta do it on paper. It's not the same if you do it. It's like as long as you're drawing the thing, right? Who cares? Muscles are fine, but I don't know, I quite enjoy drawing my skeletons. Skeletons! Not skellingtons. You can draw Jack Skellington, but you can't draw a human skeleton. You're drawing a human skeleton, okay? Oh, it's so annoying. That's one reason why I hate Halloween. That's why I hate October. The whole month of October, you gotta sit there and listen to everyone say Skellington. Then it's like, can you say the right word when you're talking about a skeleton instead of Jack Skellington? No, we can't. I'm gonna take a picture of this because it's funny to me. Oh shit. Pardon me while I take a photo. A photo of my work in progress skeleton. One day we'll have to go through and just find BRB searching Google Scholar for Skellington to put in your... No! Don't do it! Don't do it! Skellington versus skeleton. As nouns, the difference between skeleton and skellington. Hey look, there's a wiki difference. English noun, non-standard, childish, dialect, or humorous. A skeleton. Childish. Do you hear that, everybody? Says the person who says spoopy 95% of the time. Fucking skeleton. See, when I say spoopy, it's to be funny. When people say skeleton, it's because they don't know the difference. Fucking stupid. What I was saying though is we should take anime. Holy shit, searching Google Scholar for skeleton has revealed to me that it is in fact— That's fine if it's a last name! You can be Mr. Skellington if you want to. You can't be Mr. Skeleton. I mean, I guess you could be. But if you're talking skeleton as in the thing inside your body, it's skeleton, not skellington. Skeleton. The word's starting to sound weird to me now. This is like people calling sniper rifles just sniper. No. You don't call assault rifles only assaults. Why? Because it sounds stupid. So if I go into the Skellington family crypt and all the members laying within are reanimated bones, am I okay to say there's a whole bunch of spoopy Skellington? Yes, if their last name is Skellington. You can call them Skellington skeletons, even. That's fine. But that's the only case that it's acceptable. If you go into a craft store, it's like, I'm gonna go buy that Skellington, I'm gonna beat you over the head with it. Not really. You're going in there to buy a skeleton. That Halloween decoration is a skeleton. But what I was saying is that we should do that thing sometime where we just find, you know, an anime character. We'll take anime screenshots and draw skeletons over them and see how bad things might be. November 1st is my favorite holiday because I love 50% off Halloween decorations. I mean, that's fair. I don't have anything against people who like Halloween. I can't say I have a favorite holiday. I mean, Halloween's fun. I like spooky shit. You know, but I'm not, you know, one of those people that goes all out for Halloween. I mean, I like pumpkins, and ghosts can be cool. And stuff like that. But I don't know. It's definitely an aesthetic, and I don't blame anyone for liking it. It's just, I don't know. I don't have a favorite holiday. It's not one of those things that I do. Okay, now we get to draw stuff on top of my skeleton, and it's gonna go away. I'm never gonna see it again. But yeah, we should do that thing where we go find me some Robert like Liefeld drawings. Liefeld. Sorry, I always add an extra I. And let's that's punching down. We all know what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's exactly what I pulled up. Oh boy. Someone's already done it. Someone's already done it. But it's not like I don't want to do it. That's horrible. That's horrible, look. Oh, it's like his body's trying to escape him. Again, I know that's punching down. It's not fair. Everyone and their mom goes after him. He at least gets work, you know. He gets consistent work as a comic artist, and that's impressive. I'm not faulting him for that, but it's like, I don't know. Put in the time and get better. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but it's like I knew someone that worked on a not safe for work comic, right? And I wanted to be supportive. I wanted to check it out, see what it... Oh, hello, kitty. I wanted to see what it was, you know, how it was. See if the writing was good or something. I don't know. I didn't really read it. Just kind of going in to look at the art. Which sounds really bad when I say it that way, because obviously I have issues with it. And it's like, I'm sorry. Have you seen that video of Stanley roasting Liefeld? No! Liefeld. Kitty, stop trying to bite my pencil. No, 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 no. Papa. Hey, do you fucking mind? Art! My cat! Do you guys like my art? This is my art. Please, please look at it. Papa. Hey. Hey. Up here. Say hi. Say hi, Papa. He's so dark because of the camera settings. Nice Hisoka drawing, but you kind of swerved and you made it a very photorealistic cat. You know, alchemy my drawing into a cat. Fuck equivalent exchange. I drew Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, and here's a cat. Papa, I'm sorry, honey. You can't. No, you can't be up here, baby boy. You can't be up. I know. I know. I know, but I need to finish this drawing, please. I know. You gotta get down, okay, sweetheart? No, later. No, ow, ow, ow! Butthole! Ah, bit me. Okay. But no, I have not seen that video. It kind of sounds amazing. Again, low-hanging fruit. Everybody and their mom picks on him. But it's like, God. Oh, so, you know, I was checking out this person's comic. It's like, I get it. They're doing their best. But I know I'm pretty sure I've brought it up before. But again, if you're gonna draw not safe for work stuff, you're gonna have those kinds of scenes. Can you please learn how to draw people, like, properly? Or, like, I don't know, get a teeny tiny bit better with your anatomy? Cause, oh boy, it was rough. Like, it's hard enough to draw one person just existing. But when you're trying to draw two people connecting, let's say, volumes and you know, anatomy and proportions kind of important a little bit. Just very, very rough. Like, if that's something you want to get into, it's like, you need to learn how to draw the human form a little bit better. That's like the whole point of it, unless you're going for like really surrealist, suggestive stuff. Right? If you're drawing flowers eating each other, very suggestive flowers, then yeah, you don't need to draw humans. They're flowers. But this is not the case. That reminds me just of how often camera angles change in games to actually... Yeah. I mean, that's kind of for censoring. This was not a censored comic. They drew bits and bobs, you know, right? It's like, if you're gonna draw bits and bobs, can you at least draw the bits and bobs well? I mean, yeah, human imagination can fill in a lot, but... like, come on. I don't mean to pick on them so often, it's just... I'm not even saying that that's a thing that I frequent, mind you. It's just... when your people feel super flat in such a scene, or again, it's like... volumes matter. Volumes matter in that sense. I'm not saying my stuff is like the greatest thing. It's just I don't know. I'm not saying they didn't put time and effort into it, but... and it's not saying that, you know, don't do it at all. They're getting practice in, I suppose, but it's like they were self-publishing things, and it's like, oh, teach their own. I'm sure there's worse out there. I mean, if you go on the front page of DeviantArt, every, like, 13-year-old that's not supposed to be on there discovers, oh, if I draw all this kind of stuff, I'll get attention. I can't even blame them for being 13 and probably being on there. I'm pretty sure I got my DA when I wasn't supposed to. But, like, really, practice more in private and then get good. And then go ahead, post whatever you want. I guess that still flies, but it's like, I don't know. I have standards for smut, I suppose. Gatekeep on the not safe for work art. Oh, well, yeah, but also showing two 3D models lips touching is very difficult to make it look like... Yeah, pretty much. You don't want to see those polygons clipping awkwardly. Now I just want there to be an incredibly graphic, not safe for sprite comic, but just using Mega Man sprites a la Bob and George. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't exist out there. I'm sure it does. Rule 43 is a thing for a reason. Like I said, maybe I'm just being a bit too harsh and gatekeeping not safe for work art. I'm just saying, if that's what you're going to go into, you probably have better results if your stuff looked better. IMO. I mean, I guess people can be into all sorts of things. Kind of flat, lumpy looking people doing stuff might be someone's thing. I don't know. It's not my thing, I guess. I don't care what you draw. If it looks good, it's fine. And I know that's subjective, but it's like when it comes to anatomy, it's like, oh, you know. I know what I'm talking about, okay? I got an expensive piece of paper and a horsehair brush for brushing eraser shit off my paper. Again, it's like I don't even have room to talk. It's like I don't keep up with my own comic. I don't work in the industry. But I do care about, you know, things looking somewhat decent, you know, just a little bit. I just realized I could have drawn him in like any of his outfits. It didn't have to be this particular one. I could have done his like original one. I like that one a bit better because it has like a... I could change it. Oh, he has different sleeves. I kind of like the ring sleeveless look. I mean, I could still change it. Oh, he also has different oh, this whole thing's area is different. His pants go down further and he has like more of the ring look. I hate his... I think my least favorite for Hisoka might be his second version, and that's just because I hate the waist. I hate the waist on it. Do you know any pencil fidgeting tricks? No, I don't. When it comes to like dexterity and doing cool pencil tricks, I'm not very good at it. Look, I found this pretty cool reference image. Has all like the outfits. We're doing the fourth one. I kind of like the first one. The second one I don't like because of like that weird, the way they do his waist where it looks like a ball. Like he has like a weird ball joint there. The third one is fine. The fourth one is what we're doing. Fifth one is also fine. I like the first one and the third one because they have like that V cut, and it breaks up like the neck area a bit more. He also has the curly shoes in the first variation. All the people that could spin their pins always fascinated and annoyed me. I try. I can get to like one finger and that happens. I run out of pencil, right? And it flings. It's like me trying to twirl a baton. It doesn't work very well. See, the version I have is his third variation for his outfit. But the reference when he has his hair down when it's wet is the fourth variation. I guess really, if we did the first one, besides this part changing and having like, again, more of a cut in here, is I think like even his top might be shorter. Of course, those aren't necessarily to scale, so that's like, I don't know, I like his jacket or something. Whatever's around his waist, it breaks it up a bit more. You know what? That's just... We're splitting hairs at this point. We'll just stay with 4. Hisoka outfit variations should have been based off of this. I don't know what you're putting in, but it's censoring it. Rad. Or are you doing that on purpose? Oh, it's an imager link. Oh, I don't allow links in chat still because I just didn't want... I can put links in there. Other people cannot put links in there. Sorry, you've been putting links in that don't go through. That was one reason why we kind of got the Discord, in case people wanted to share links. Because sometimes I go on about things in stream and it's easier if I drop references and I'll put links in occasionally. I try not to do them too often though. Because, you know, clicking on foreign links is scary on the internet. Gotta be careful with that shit. All the stuff I send, of course, is dumb, but, you know, other people, you never know. No, I guess we'll stick with 4. Previously linked the Mephiles plush and the Stanley. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw it a few times. I'm like, normally if it's a bad word, I get asked to, you know, add it to the filter. It's like, why is it doing that? If I had, like, moderators or something, like if I was a bigger channel, I guess I wouldn't mind having links. The other thing is like, if I'm in the middle of a game and someone sends me a link, 1, I can't click on it, 2, I can't check it to make sure it's nothing bad. Cause some games, they really don't like it if I click outside the window and it just messes everything up and I don't like when that happens. So... So, that's another reason why I don't allow links, because it's like I can't moderate what it might be if I'm busy doing something. Whereas if I'm posting links, I know what they are. So, that's... Yeah. Well, some games on PC, you know, they cooperate just fine and they'll let me, like, alt-tab out of them or whatever, but others, they do not want to cooperate. Everything breaks, and I don't like when that happens. It drives me crazy. Papa, what are you doing? He's playing with the Tupperware thing my sister was supposed to take home with her and forgot. If he thinks there's treats in it, there are not. No, pardon me. No, we'll just stay with outfit 4. It's not a bad outfit, and again, I don't want to do 3 or 2 anyway. I have to shade in more stuff. I don't mind shading and stuff, but again, you see his hair down, it's 4. No, see, and that was another reason too that we have like just a channel for like art challenge stuff on the Discord. is in case people wanted to send me stuff, they could put it in there instead of like linking it in stream. Because again, it's like gotta make sure it's okay for the stream. It's not gonna get me necessarily in trouble or whatever. Not saying people are usually trying to send me bad stuff, but you never know. Again, it's just if I ever get a moderator or something, or need a moderator, maybe we'll allow links. But right now it's just easier, safer, more convenient for me not to allow them. If anybody was wondering why they weren't allowed. This is looking okay, right? Yeah, it looks alright. I'm sure the person excuse me, who got it will be happy with it. That's the one sad thing about mailing out commissions, though, is, you know, it's nice at conventions when people come to pick up their thing and they like it. Granted, they could be acting, but, you know, that's me being cynical, and I'm trying not to be cynical. I like to think people like things that I draw for them. I think there was only really one time I had someone, well, maybe twice. I had one person outright say they didn't like what I did, even though I thought it looked fine, so I had to, like, redo the whole thing. I don't know what was necessarily wrong with it that they didn't like it. The second time is someone wanted me to draw Levi and Irvin from Attack on Titan. And I drew it very straight-laced, right? It was very neutral. And I should have known better, because whenever they came to get, like, commissions for me, they usually got more shippy art, right? But it's like they didn't specify. They're like, oh, whatever you think is good. And it's like, it's kind of bad to tell an artist whatever they think is good. Because if you're not a little bit more specific, that's a lot of things. Like, canonically, in Attack on Titan, Levi and Irvin are, you know, rather professional with, like, one another. Or they respect each other, right? Not saying they couldn't do other things, but that gets into, like, headcanon territory there. Right? It's like, if you want more shippy art, if you want something more suggestive, you kinda gotta tell me, because I'm not going to go in and assume. You shouldn't go in and assume that kind of stuff. So, you know, like, pro tip, right? If you commission somebody, don't be a total, you know, micromanager. You want the artist you're commissioning to have a little bit of freedom, right? But don't leave it so open-ended, because there's a good chance they could be overwhelmed by the different things that they could, you know, do. Especially in, like, a convention setting. It's like, okay, I only have a certain amount of time to hopefully get this done for you. And you're giving me somewhat vague, you know, ideas. And I get it. Sometimes people don't have, like, an idea. They get a commission in the spur of the moment. But it's like, you know, if you're expecting a more shippy pose, then maybe say so. Yeah, pretty much. It was the wrong call. I see what you did there. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit there and assume. Maybe I should, considering how most you know, fangirls are. They obviously like, you know, specific things. But I'm not going to just assume you want something suggestive or whatnot. It's like, even with this, it's like I would have just drawn Hisoka normally, but I was talking to the person, and you know, it got brought up, and she's like, oh, I won't I won't be upset if you do that. I was like, okay. But at the same time, a lot of the time when you get like commissions, it's probably going to be shippy stuff that you wouldn't normally get from canon merchandise, I suppose. Like, if you could have someone draw like anything you want of like your favorite character, you're probably going to, you know, get silly stuff. I mean, I can draw my own stuff, so if I want something silly, I'm gonna sit down and do it. Probably. Reference all my Naruto OC shit ever. It's like, that's all self-indulgent. I won't. Okay, this area is starting to smear. It's because we have all this shit in here, and my hand's sitting on it. So the piece of paper is coming back into play. Smudge guard is good for keeping your hand clean, not necessarily your drawing. So if you don't want your drawing to get messed up, get a piece of paper so you're not rubbing your fucking hand all over it all the damn time. Hello, CJ Destroyer 19. How's it going? I feel like you could really upset someone by drawing something shippier than they wanted it. Again, it really depends. And like, you shouldn't just assume. It's like, okay, let's say someone asked me to draw Sans and Papyrus, right? Some people ship them. Some people don't. So it's like, if you assume that someone wants ship art of it without them saying straight out, oh, I want ship art, that's not really my area of expertise when it comes to Sans Papyrus shipping. But, you know, you can't just assume that kind of stuff. That's like someone saying, oh, I want Ed and Al. It's like, okay, Ed and Al from FMA. I'm always gonna draw them as brothers, obviously, but again, some people ship that. Like, if you're gonna go in and be bashful, either write it down on a note and we'll see what happens, or email me, or whatever. I'm not gonna necessarily judge. I mean, if it gets into certain questionable territory, then yeah. But, like, you know, not that I'm usually in those positions. I mean, I get plenty of shippy stuff. You know, you get your shit, what's her name? What's the name of the main girl? Oh, Adora. You get your Dora and your your Katras, right? You get your, trying to think of, like, you get your Zeldas and your Links. You get, you know, it's not that I don't do shippy stuff. I'm talking about like more explicit stuff. It's like, if you're bashful about that. Most people that have like ships, they're not bashful about their ships. It's just if they start getting a bit, I guess, more graphic, if you will. I don't get a lot of that stuff though. I get low-key shippy stuff. I get told my style is very soft, happy, or whatever. And some people's like, oh, I don't see you drawing, like, not safe for work stuff. Like, they just assume that I don't. I mean, I don't do it often, obviously. I don't advertise it. I can. But it's also not something that I'm going out of my way to do, I suppose. There are weird cases with, like, Aaron and Mikasa. Yeah, you know. It's probably always assumed to never ship sibling. I mean, yeah, I would too. But some people, you never know. Oh, what are you sketching, CJ? So I want to get rid of our references. I want to get rid of... People are gonna, like, watch this and be like, oh, your reference, the hair is all wrong. It's like, I know it is. It's supposed to be... SpongeBob's always good. Okay, I guess we can finally erase my skeleton leg out of the leg over here. It looks okay. It's been sitting there long enough that it doesn't annoy the shit out of me anymore, so I should be okay to get it out of there. I don't know. Again, if you get someone, like, if you go and commission someone, right? Just be direct with them. They'll tell you if they can't or won't do a thing. You know, if you go and act all vague about it, and then they do something that's not what you wanted to do, you can't fully get mad at them if you didn't tell them. We're artists, not mind readers. But like I said, you know, pro tip, if you go and commission someone, just be upfront with what you want. You know, it's one of those communication things. Like I said, it's like leave a little wiggle room for them to be creative. That's why you're getting a creative to do your thing. But no, at least in my case, it's like a little bit of direction. It's kind of nice. When I take commission details, it's like, okay, what character do you want? If it's an OC, it's like, okay, what's their personality? What kind of pose are you thinking, right? If it's two characters, like, okay, what kind of pose do you want for these characters? What is their relationship? It's like, I need basic details for interaction to draw any kind of interaction. You know, basic shit. Most people, though, when they ask me, oh, can you draw so-and-so and so-and-so, and I ask, they're like, well, can you make it kind of, you know, cute and coupley, maybe blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. And it's like, then there's a point where if they say cute and coupley, and I go and I double-check a character's personality, it's like, okay, they might act this way. Like, there's still a little bit of assumption I'm gonna make, based off the character's personality. But that's me doing it based off character personality and not necessarily like the client's preferences. If they specify, oh, I'd like them to be doing this, then okay, I'll take that into consideration. A lot of the times, though, I mean, headcanons don't always align with their canon personalities. That goes with like most angsty ships in my opinion. Well, okay, I see where they're getting it. I've never gotten... Is my camera fucking up again? Is it doing weird shit? I feel like it's doing weird shit out the corner of my eye. let me close some of my tabs. It probably doesn't like all the tabs I have open. Because I have a bunch open for just, Final Fantasy 14 stuff. Hey, Vision. Yeah! Again, we're finishing up the last sketch commission I have for my convention I had a few weeks ago. Yesterday during the art stream, I guess Sunday now, it's technically Tuesday, we were working on pencil. Oh, it is! It's doing that thing. Why is it doing that thing? I'm sorry that my camera's... Here, let's get rid of this. Why is it doing that? Obviously, I don't want it to be doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. I apologize that it's doing that. I don't know how often it's been glitching. Again, this webcam isn't the greatest. Oh, but yeah, yesterday that is not what I looked for. Yesterday we did this one. They got 2 from me. So we were doing the second one right now, so I can hopefully get them mailed out to them by tomorrow. It's like it's just taking way too long. Where's my ruler? I normally have a... Oh, there it is. I don't know. Like I said, though, if you're gonna commission someone, just have a little bit of an idea, you know, what you're looking to get done. Most of the time, you know, we're fine with working with your ideas. To be honest, I hate it sometimes when people are like, oh, whatever you want, because, again, if I don't get exactly what they want, really, they might be a bit upset. And I guess I've just had a lot of negative experiences with that. So, when I was in high school, right, for homecoming, you know, we do banners for homecoming week. Every class, you know, the freshmen, the sophomores, the juniors, the seniors, we compete against each other. And they'd be like, oh, our theme is this, so go do something. Well, they didn't say go do something, but, you know, they pretty much left me to my own devices with ideas for the banner. And sometimes when I bring them, it's like, okay, this is what I came up with. They're like, oh, well, I guess that's okay. Like, they get upset with me that whatever the idea I came up with after they just told me the theme wasn't whatever they had in their mind. And it's like, you guys didn't tell me what you wanted. You just told me to draw a thing based off the theme, and I thought this was a cool idea. So it's just, you know, I think his arm might be too long, which is annoying because I really like that hand. I'm having to erase his arm and be really upset. It's a little long. Okay. I feel like it should be. My sister hates watching me like draw, especially on the computer, when I'm constantly hitting the undo. You can still see it. She's like, it looked fine. It's like, to you it looked fine. See, now does it look too short? No, that looks better. Very appropriate for Leon to be reading it. Yeah, that's what we were going for. Even though in Galar they have smartphones and the maps are on their phone, it's like, No, he's gonna have a paper one. Yeah, either be decisive or indecisive. Gotta pick one and not bitch. It's annoying when people pretend to leave it up to you, but they really have something specific in mind. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry, I thought shipping our school's mascot with the rival school's mascot and making borderline not safe for work would be neat. Only borderline we aren't cowards, dude. Oh. I didn't get along very well with the homecoming committee for my class. They were fine coming to talk to me when they wanted something drawn, but they like to complain a lot of the time. We got into a spat. I'm sure I've told this story, but I'll tell this story again. So one year, I think it was my junior year of high school, my family went away. One weekend, we went on a cruise, and it happened to be coming home. So we do homecoming and coming home. Coming home is done in the winter for the basketball season, right? Well, I was gone that weekend, and I wasn't there to draw their banner. Every year since I started high school, every homecoming, every coming home, we won first place in banner. Yeah, they did. They enlisted my rival. So they lost. They lost that coming home. My junior year of high school, they lost coming home, and they were pissed. They were pissed off at me that I wasn't there to win them first prize, and they lost. This is all my speculation, but the way they acted afterwards, you know, you can only guess. This is high school anyway, and people are dumb and petty, and it's like, okay, whatever. Sorry I wasn't here to do your thing. Senior year, they're like, oh, this is the theme. I drew them a thing. Again, didn't have a lot to go off of, and it's like I did the best with what I had. And they're like, okay, cool, great. I go in Monday to do banner painting. And you only get like the time right after school for a couple hours to paint your banner. If it goes from like what, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., 7 p.m., something like that. As soon as it hits 7 p.m., you're not allowed to work on it anymore. Anyway, I go in to go help with the banner painting. And it's not my design. It's someone else's design. I could recognize it instantly. There was 2 kids in our in our grade that was known for drawing. Me and my rival. We'll call him Jay. Right? I might have said his name before, I don't know. We'll call him Jay for now. He had been my art rival since like 3rd grade, right? But yeah, so they had asked him to draw it. And he told me later. Well, no. There's a different part of the story. But yeah, so they went behind my back and asked him to draw it for them. And I was pissed. I didn't stay to help paint the banner. Normally I'd be there. It's like they asked me to help with the banner. I was like, okay, I'll help with the banner. I like painting. I like to do the banner. See, now it feels too short. No, I guess it's about the same. 2. Yeah, okay. Well, see, when coming home rolled around again, so homecoming we would do 1 large banner. Coming home, we do 2 smaller banners, right? Previous years, I just always did both. Well, because I was pissed off about homecoming, about them just changing the design without telling me, they said, okay, fine, to make it up to you, you can draw 1 banner and Jay can draw the other. And I'm like, okay, that sounds fair. So that's what we did. And he came up to me one day, this is before banner painting, again. But he came up to me and he's like, hey, I just wanted you to know they asked me behind your back to redraw your banner. And I'm like, they what? And see, like, Jay and I, we used to be friends, like, back in 3rd grade, and then, you know, as you get older, you kind of drift apart, and he ran with a different crowd, so I didn't really talk to him all that much, and, you know, it's like, I was indifferent towards him, or maybe I thought I was jealous because he was probably more popular with people, because he was kind of like a bad boy or something like that, you know, didn't play by the rules or whatever. But, you know, that him just coming up and telling me is like, okay, you get a little bit more respect because you actually bothered to tell me while they're just running around behind my back making plans to have you, like, redo my thing. And yeah, he told them no, that was a shitty thing to do. And me and my friends, we painted my banner. They didn't help me with ours. They were working on theirs. And the theme that year was decades. So each grade had their decade. We had the 80s. So his was like a Michael Jackson, a ram in Michael Jackson's Thriller outfit. We were the Rams. We were going up against the Chiefs, which was our, like, big rival school. Mine was a Pac-Man thing. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna paint the whole background black, because that's what it is in Pac-Man. The whole background's black. And they're like, oh, you're never gonna get that done. That's a dumb idea. And it's like, oh, fuck you guys. I don't like you anyway. I'm not talking to you. It's like, you paint your thing, and I'll paint mine. I got done with mine, like, 1 minute to spare, and they still weren't done. I don't know how they got the banner done, unless someone flexed the rules for them or what. But it's like, I got what I wanted to done. I wasn't gonna help them with theirs. I finished mine and I left. It's like, okay, have fun, guys. When they had, like, a minute or two left, it's like, have fun getting that done. Looks hard. See ya. See you tomorrow. Fucking petty, but I don't care. They started it. They started it. This is that one girl I was talking about the other night, the one who said that she was always afraid I would just kill her because I always looked angry when it was just I always looked tired. She was part of that same group. It's like, you know, maybe I wouldn't look so angry and tired all the time if you guys didn't pull this shit on me. It's really funny nowadays. I think she sent me, like, a friend request on Facebook. Oh no, it was the other day when I wasn't doing well, right? She's like, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm in the area and we can hang out. And I'm like, I get it. It's been at least a decade now since that incident, but it's you know, surreal. It's surreal. Should have known better than to settle for your nemesis. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember what they won for homecoming. They might have came in first. But, you know, at the same time, it's like, I won you guys first place all those other years. I was out of town for one time. And you get a bee in your bonnet and start running around behind my back on me. Like, okay, guys. Fuck you. The weird jock student council people. Oh no. I ran track in high school. I tried getting into basketball, but I played basketball in middle school, but I don't like the competitive nature. I like to play basketball, but I don't like to compete in basketball. Like most things, I was in track, and I hated it because I just wanted to run. And I always felt bad because I never scored any points for our team. I just wanted to run. I wasn't even a good runner. I just like to run. Okay, the sign needs to be moved down. Fisheye. See, the fisheye is so much worse the further away I get, but with where the boom arm is for this camera, because of where my other monitor is, I'm really close to like the corner of the desk, and with how high my chair is, I start getting it under the desk, and then it, you know, kind of gets stuck. Good to know that Jay was a real one when it finally really came down to it. I guess hopefully there's a sign that maybe, well, Jay was a he, but yeah, he's grown a bit as a person. Totally understand why I caught you off guard, though. I doubt I would take someone up in that yeah, it was, yeah, I don't know. Fucking high school. Lots of shit happened in high school that is annoying, but whatever. Can't change it anymore. Oh, you're talking about her. About the one girl who approached me. Yeah. I mean, people mellow out. People change. Like, my sister's one friend. I fucking hated my sister's one friend growing up. She was annoying. They drove me crazy. And it's like, I get it. That's like younger sibling and their friend kind of thing. It's like, I hated this one friend. I hated when she came over. She annoyed the shit out of me. I just wanted to beat her up. Nowadays, like, she's really mellowed out. Like, I don't mind being around her. She's responsible. She's not as much of an airhead, you know, shit like that. So, you know, it happens. People do mature. They get better. Some people don't. But, you know, it's the same thing with, like, my sister, you know, or most people have this with, like, their siblings. You know, you grow up and you can't stand them, or they annoy the shit out of you, and you don't want anything to do with them when you're younger, but you get older and you mellow out and you find out, oh, it's actually kind of fun to, you know, sit around and just shoot the breeze with them. It's like, yeah, I'll complain about my sister, but I don't complain about her nearly as much as I used to probably when I was younger, and we get along, you know, quite a lot. It's like, if we have something on our minds or whatever, we can just actually call each other and have a conversation about it. It's like, we'll still get on each other's nerves, or we'll get annoyed with maybe how they're handling a situation, but at least we can, you know, talk to each other about it, which is nice. Yeah, not everyone does that. Some people just get stuck where they are. They don't learn, or whatever, but not everybody. I mean, it's one of those hopeful things. High school, that's where you do dumb shit. Well, that's where you learn whether or not that means if that's good or not, if you should act like that. Then you go to college and you meet other people, and hopefully you kind of get your shit together. Hopefully. Ideally. High school is just shitty. Yeah. No, I get you. No, you meant the girl that messaged you. Like, there are definitely people who I didn't, like, mistreat or anything, but in retrospect, I wish I still better to them because they are really cool people. Yeah. I feel like maybe too much, like, stock is put into, like, what happens in high school. I mean, you look at, like, any movie based in a high school, and it's like, do they really think this kind of shit goes down? I mean, yeah, when you're in high school, maybe you'll blow it out of proportion and you think it's this serious. But it's like, it's never really probably that serious. That's, I quite frankly hate anything set in, like, a high school setting. Unless it's anime, and I think that's because, well, I didn't grow up in a Japanese high school. I didn't have to grow up in that in that setting, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to actually tell you how well it compares. But when it comes to, like, American high schools, it's like, oh, shut up. Whenever they start getting, like, all like serious and crap. It's like, high school, yeah, at the moment it might feel like that, but it's not nearly like that important. And I have stories where it's like, oh, high school was so dramatic, it sucked, blah blah blah. But at the same time, it's like, okay, whatever. It's high school. Yeah, media portrayals are. Yeah, they are. They're either too like. They're too idealized. It's like high school is not this fanciful. What's the word? I'm gonna go with whimsical because apparently I don't know fucking words right this second. It's like high schools are not this, you know, whimsical. They don't work like this. High School Musical pissed me the fuck off. It's like, have any of the people that worked on this been to high school? Any Disney high school thing is like, oh, shut the fuck up. But then you get stuff like, what, Riverdale or whatever, I think they're supposed to be in high school. And it's like, again, has anyone here actually been to high school? Do you know what happens in high school? Not this. People are not plotting murders. The drama club is not trying to overthrow... Okay, that's not what happened in High School Musical. I mean, some drama kids might be like that, but it's like, fucking no. Well, at least, okay, my high school, the drama kids weren't like that. You had kids who thought they were hot shit. Like, there was this one girl who was known for how well she could sing. And, like, yeah, she thought she could sing really well. But, of course, that meant she thought she was, like, the hottest shit on the planet sometimes. Like, I mean, I guess I admire her confidence. I have, like, zero. But it's like at the same time, it's like, oh boy. It's high school. Right? I get it. You get high school athletes, it's like, okay, they go into like, they have like the entire like, scholarship thing or whatever, and that becomes a big deal. But it's like at the same time, it's like, it's high school. I don't know. It's like, yeah, I guess you could get somewhere if you go off to do it when you're in college. Not saying there's anything wrong with people trying at something they like when they're in high school. Like, I'm not trying to be bitter because I was bad at sports in high school, but I also wasn't trying to get any kind of, like, varsity scholarship or anything. I guess maybe it works better in anime partially because there's more consistently a fantasy, non-real element to it. The schools aren't as well funded as shown in TV shows, but it might just be another case where it looks better since we're less familiar with high school in Japan, like how people say JP voice actors are better when it's not necessarily true. Yeah. Granted, I've become one of those people that it's hard for me to actually watch dubbed anime from time to time, but that's just like general delivery. I'm not saying the Japanese ones might be better. It sounds a teeny tiny bit better, and it's like, I know I've been on the fence where it's like, I don't care. I'll watch either. But there are certain things, like, okay, if it's an anime that has singing in it, if it's an anime that has singing in it and they don't keep like the Japanese song in, and they're like, we're gonna translate this to English, and it's just like awkward. I'm like, I hate it. Can I have the original Japanese audio for whatever this was, please? Because I do not want to listen to poorly translated lyrics in this anime about music. I've watched one too many dubbed episodes of shonens with horror. Yeah, no. I was rewatching Final Fantasy VII Advent Children lately. I haven't watched it in a while. And I was like, playing Final Fantasy XIV, I'm just thinking, I just got Final Fantasy on the brain. So it's like, that means I'm gonna watch Advent Children. And I mean, I had this problem back in the day, because I had a Japanese copy of it first. And, like, the English voices, like, I didn't like any of them. I still don't like any of them. And Like, I just, some of the delivery, and it's like, it's partially because of how they do, like, handle things in Japanese. It doesn't translate very well in English. And I'm not talking about the words. I'm talking about, like, the cadences. Like, the way they pause or break up sentences in Japanese. It does not translate well when you try to do it in English. Not really, right? So you're listening to these swaying, sweeping lines that are supposed to be like deep or something, and either the English voice actor's trying too hard, or when they do pauses, they don't feel natural. At least in English, I'm like, I know you guys had to do this to match the mouth flaps, but boy, it feels awkward. It just like that's another thing. Like, when it actually comes to, like, spoken word, like, there's different cadences when it comes to spoken word between languages. I'm not saying you can't find similarities, but there's also, like, differences, right? And sometimes, especially with anime stuff, when it's flowery shit, especially in Final Fantasy, right? You have to listen to Kadaj talking about reunion and shit like that. It doesn't sound nearly as cool in English, really. It sounds silly. Like, really, really silly. And it's just... Well, I also don't like Kadaj's English voice actors. Like, wow, you're just trying too hard. Vincent's English voice actor in Advent Children is hilarious, because it's like... You're doing the Batman thing. He's doing a Batman thing. Like, he's trying to sound gruffer. And it's like, yeah, in Japanese, he has that kind of, like, edgy, low voice thing. But, like, it sounds natural. And then you have someone in English trying to sound like that. It's like, please stop. Please. This is a meme. This is a meme. My ideal Final Fantasy VII voice acting would have had everyone using their Japanese VAs except Barrett and explicitly speaking English. Yeah, cadence is kind of important for the aesthetic a lot of the time, I guess. Oh, see, I haven't played Sekiro. Well, okay, another thing, I know I've brought this up, another thing I hate about the Advent Children English version is he doesn't do Cloud's voice anymore, I don't think. They've, like, changed everyone since Advent Children, which is fine. Granted, when I played through the remake, I played it in Japanese, and when I go into the English version, I was replaying it to get, like, achievements and stuff. I still need to go through and do, like, hard mode and remake, right? And I was like, oh, I'll put the English voices on. I'm like, oh god, I hate it. Especially, you know, whenever they, because, you know, in Japanese they have, like, different filler noises than what we do in English. That's another meme for, like, anime. But it sounds right in Japanese. When Americans try to do filler noises, when English-speaking people try to do filler noises, it's the most cringiest thing ever. And you got a lot of those in remake. Unfortunately. But Cloud's VA for Advent Children, I'm sorry, English Cloud VA. I'm gonna go look it up. He's okay as Cloud. He's okay. But there's one line, I know we've brought it up. I'm gonna go find the video. We'll listen to the audio. There is one line. It's where he's fighting Sephiroth. And Sephiroth, you know, asks him, he's like, oh, what do you cherish? Give me the pleasure of taking it away. You know, edgy Sephiroth shit. And, you know, they do a bit of fighting, and Cloud's like, I pity you. He's like, there's not one thing I don't cherish. And the way he says cherish, I hate how he says it. I watched it the other day, and I knew the line was coming, and I'm, like, wincing the whole time, like, here it comes. He's gonna say the thing, and I'm gonna hate it. Oh, I need to specify I want this in English, because if not, I'll get the Japanese version, and I won't be angry. Okay, we'll do this. Pause the music. Oh wow, this is a really bad quality version. Hold on. Maybe that first video. It looks like I pulled it up for the specific line because I probably did. And I'm sure I've talked about this on stream, but God, I hate it. Oh, wow. Oh God, it's in 4K, 60 FPS. Oh, I don't know if I can watch it like this. Oh, it's gonna make me sick. Okay, shall I give you this? Can I have the closed captioning? Oh God, I can't watch the video. It's gonna make me ill. 4K at 60 FPS. Oh, I can't do it. I'm trained at 24, not 60. Where is it? I'm gonna kick through a wall. Thank you, closed captioning. There's music.
This time you won't forget.
Blah blah. Edgy shit.
Tell me what you
Okay, here it is.
Give me the pleasure of taking it away.
You guys just get to hear the audio. Oh, this is the part that adds see. Oh,
So what if it looks hopeless? If it
Zach! I love you, boy. I need you out of here. I don't have like the Blu-ray that they came out with recently, and I really want it. Oh God, it looks so pretty. I have a DVD quality copy. Can we talk about how bad early 2000s DVD fucking subtitles look? Why do neither of their voices have literally any? Because. Hey, Skyler24, thanks for the follow. Okay, I've never seen this scene. I don't want to see this in English first. I need the line. No, he already jumped. Zach, leave! Thank you. Oh, no, okay. It should be coming up if they don't add...
I pity you. You just don't get it at all. There's not a thing I don't cherish.
Why does he say it like that? Like, the way he says just cherish. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
There's not a thing I don't cherish.
Oh, yeah, I hate it. It doesn't sound good. They left that in. They said, yep, that sounds good.
Don't get it at all. There's not a thing I don't cherish.
There's a weird tone. There's a thing. It's like a slight accent in there. And it stabs me. He's running me through with that Buster Sword every time he says cherish. Boston, Brooklyn, what's the accent? There's like an accent there, and it drives me crazy. Because when you think Cloud Strife, you don't think slightly Boston. You don't think slightly Boston. My accents might be way off, but you guys hear it, right? Stuff like this does kind of suck because it's almost certainly perfectly fine VAs, just with horrible direction / production. But no, it's like yeah, he sounds like a taxi driver. What was I? It just like I said, I feel really bad that I hate it. I don't hate the voice actor. He's doing his best. Steve Burton. What else do you do? Where are you from? He's from Indiana. So I don't know why he sounds like this. Did he grow up? Did he live in any of those areas? That it throws me off. He was in Days of Our Lives. My mom would watch that. Oh, he was in soap operas. He was Cloud in Kingdom Hearts. See, like, most of the other stuff that he voices Cloud in, I don't have a problem with necessarily. It's just that one line. Every single time I hear it, I'm like, ugh! Stop saying cherished like that. It's just not the voice for a dude in his 20s. Let's see, he's 51 right now. This came out, when did Advent Children come out? Well, I guess any of the Kingdom Hearts games. When did the first Kingdom Hearts come out? 2002? So 19 years ago, he would have been like, what, mid-30s? I can't do math. Cloud is in his mid-40s and I can't be convinced otherwise. Oh, let's see, born in Indiana. He was raised in Cleveland. Then moved to Hollywood. Graduated from a high school in California. Then why do you sound like you're from like Boston or something? I don't understand. Bad voice training or something.
Get it at all. There's not a thing I don't cherish.
I'm closing it out now. Yeah, I was watching that the other day and it's like, oh, just end me. I gotta listen to this shit. Oh, wait, here. I'm trying to finish this. We're almost done. This is how art streams go, though. I work for a bit and then something dumb happens and we had to go on a segue. Let's go listen to Vincent's voice. He sounds so much better in Japanese. It's like, I don't like to be that person, but he does. Where is he? This is the scene. You guys...
Here often.
I knew I'd be no help. Vincent, what do you know about this?
I come here often. I've seen what Kadaj's group is doing.
He's just doing a Batman thing!
It's a symptom of alien matter infested.
I get it, you act like a vampire and shit, Vincent, but you don't have to do the Batman thing before the Batman thing! It's so bad. Is it the same voice actor that voices him in Dirge? We still need to... one day, we're gonna play Dirge of Cerberus on stream. I actually remember really liking that game, even though it's just edgy Shadow the Hedgehog bullshit.
Alone. Remember our promise.
Shut up, character from Dirge of Cerberus. I don't remember what the fuck your name is. I'm not here for you.
Everyone's waiting, Vincent Valentine.
Shut up! Nope, still the same.
Not that I mind, though.
Doesn't even say anything, he just humps in this. Okay, that's about right. But yeah, I don't know. I know they're trying their best, but sometimes it's like they do a thing. It's like, does this really sound good to you? Is this really the same feeling that you're like, is this how you interpret the scene? Because I feel like we watched maybe two entirely different scenes. Marlene in Japanese also sounds way cuter than she does in English. Sorry, English voice actor of Marlene. You're just not cute enough. Sorry. Especially when you gotta listen to her do a whole fucking opening monologue in Advent Children. Like, oh god! Oh, don't throw any shade on my boy Steve. Steve Blum's fine! I don't have anything bad, bad to say about him, but it's like... he was probably told to do Batman voice. He's doing his best. Fun fact, Yazoo in Advent Children, he's voiced in English. He's voiced by Dave Wittenberg, and Dave Wittenberg is the English voice actor of Kakashi Hatake. I am legally, bound to know that. I have a Kakashi shelf. It means I'm supposed to know that. It's really funny. Dave Wittenberg did like English voiceover for when they brought over like Ninja Warrior, like the original Ninja Warrior episodes. You guys remember G4 and they aired episodes on there, and they had an English commentator. It was Dave Wittenberg, and I as a kid I thought that was really fucking funny because he plays a ninja in Naruto. Him being such a good VA just makes me more certain it's a problem of direction/production. Who or what is it? Shut up, Rad. Well, it's like the people that do the voices in the Silent Hill HD collection that we don't talk about. Like, they're good voice actors, they just don't fit the roles that they are told to re-record for. So, you know, it's, again, I'm not trying to throw shade at these voice actors. It's just unfortunate that, you know, they sometimes get put in like those situations or whatever, and like you said, they have to deal with it. I mean, most people are understanding, but at the same time, it's like, I see why people sometimes say, oh, it sounds better this way, or whatever. I'm not one of those people that are gonna say, oh, the Japanese voice actors put more effort into it. Because it's like, okay, you can't just say someone doing a dub isn't putting effort into it. Maybe they're not, but you can't just assume. That's like saying any bad anime, they're not trying hard enough. They're told what to do a lot of the times in those situations. Right? I'm sure they're trying their damn hardest. Doesn't mean it makes it any better. It's like whenever you criticize like anything, people like, they put a lot of I get that they put a lot of hard work into it. That doesn't make their shit thing any better. It's still bad. And that's unfortunate that it's still bad. Like, okay, yeah, you made a thing, but it's still allowed to be criticized for what it is. That's like whenever, like, you know, Pixar puts something out, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's like, yeah, it's still, it's okay. And people are like, but people put a lot of hard work. Okay. I'm sure they did. Doesn't mean I have to like it. I can recognize their hard work and their effort. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean I have to like the outcome. I can still think it's maybe bad. Or, you know, just it exists. Japanese VAs probably have a lot more time in the process. By the time some things get localized, they're probably just rushing to get it on store shelves. That is quite possible. Again, I'm not saying they're not putting effort into it or they don't like what they do. But at the end of the day, they are given direction on what to do, and how much wiggle room they get with that, it depends on who's directing them. Also depends on how, like, the writer, translator for that episode, I guess, interprets things, or whatever. But at the same time, there's nothing necessarily wrong if you like dubs. Again, it's not like whenever I say, oh, I prefer dubs, that's just because if I'm doing something, I can't be reading subtitles. I'm not fluent enough to watch anime without subtitles. It's like, yeah, it'd be nice to sit down and watch it with subtitles, right? But sometimes that's just not in the cards. I gotta listen to it in English if I want to watch it and understand what's going on. It's like, I get it, even then I'm still probably looking up to actually watch the anime. But there's point, especially when they're going on with their long-winded monologues and there's no action going on, I can look away. But I can still understand what's maybe being said if they're talking during, like, a fight. Whereas if they're doing nothing... I got that backwards. You guys know what I mean, though. My problem is, though, is when people who only watch subs act like they're better because that's what they do, and then they start, you know, throwing around, you know, the typical stuff. It's like, yeah, I guess it does sound better in Japanese. It doesn't mean just because someone can't take the time to watch it in Japanese that they're worse off for doing that. I guess that's what gets my, like, a bee in my bonnet, is when people start acting elitist in that sense. It's like, you can say that you think it's better in Japanese, and I can agree with you, but I might still go and watch it in English anyway, because I don't have the time of day to watch it in Japanese at the moment. Doesn't mean I'm a lesser person because, oh, I need to go watch it dubbed if I want to keep up to date with it. Hopefully I'll find the time to go back and watch it in Japanese. I've tried watching anime in Japanese while I do work, and guess what? Nothing gets done! Unless it's like maybe a movie I've seen plenty of times where I don't necessarily need to understand what's going on. I already know what's going on. But, you know, if it's a new thing, and I don't know what's going on, and they're spouting a lot of exposition that's kind of important, I either need to be not busy enough to read the subtitles, or able to understand it in a language I understand without having to look up or something. No, we're not doing bare feet. God, I hate drawing bare feet. Toes, hands, I will draw hands all damn day. Feet, fuck off with the feet. Feet are the worst. Do they ever give Hisoka, like, highlights in his eyes, or is he just devoid of that? I think he's devoid of that. I think it would be weird if I put those in, so I probably won't. He's not even doing when he's being that total creeper in that one fight against Gon, so we're not gonna do that. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. You love gatekeeping for no reason. Love to go even further than just subs. Gotta go with translators refusing to translate. Yeah. Keikaku. All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means thank you. Could have just put that in. I mean, sometimes I understand maybe not wanting to translate certain things directly into English. A friend and I were talking about, like, Naruto stuff, and you got one attack. It's like in English, it's a bazillion words. In Japanese, it's not as many words. Like, it's not even like the same syllable count. But it's like, it sounds really silly in English. Can't we just put it back in Japanese? But if it's a simple word like to plan, or a plan or whatever, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can manage to translate the damn thing. You'd think, anyway. You would think. Anybody been playing anything good lately? I know a bunch of people are playing the new Psychonauts, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers because, well, obviously I want to play it on stream once we get a free spot. Just driving me crazy that I can't yet. I really want to. I've heard good things. That's all I've heard so far. Thankfully. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. My friends all decided to jump ship from WoW, which is fine. Back to, well, over to 14. For me, it's going back to 14, because I played 14 with my cousin, like, forever ago. I just feel more at home in 14. But I think it's because I just like Final Fantasy more than I like WoW, I suppose. Yeah, it looks okay, huh? I feel like I need to define this box he's sitting on. I'm guessing it's a box. I don't know. He's just sitting on a thing. Oh, did I finally hit... That was a weird ending for this playlist, if this is the ending for this playlist. Oh, it is. Ah, shit. I hear people outside again. It's 2:30, but I have the door open and I'm probably being loud. I'm beyond the point of being quiet. Guess we could listen to the end of this. Intermission. Okay, right here. Love to go even... Oh, trouble translating Naruto to English? I don't believe it. If you can't hear them, then they aren't being quiet either. Well, again, I have the door open, but that's all the way over there. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. We'll probably end at 3, by the way, if you're wondering when I plan on finishing, instead of just ending randomly. I have some other projects to work on. If I can find my flash drive. Okay, this one? I got so many flash drives just on this desk! Flash drives and fucking SD cards. I need to get like a container for them. They're like flooding my desk. But yeah, no, I think this looks okay. What do you guys think? In its fisheye glory. Can't see the whole thing, but you know. Let's do this. It's even more fisheye when I do that, though. There we go. Yeah, I think it looks. Yeah. 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 Ruin it with my signature. Of course, I need to take a picture of these before I put them in their sleeves. The sleeves just ruin everything. Where'd my phone go? Like I said, sometime we'll have to do like an ink drawing. If you guys want to watch me suffer at having to try and ink things. Break out the Copics. I would say we could do that now, but that takes me like even longer than these, and these already take me long enough as it is. I don't know what I draw right now anyway. The other thing I want to work on is at least drawn, so it would just be me doing line work on Sai anyway. Is my tablet even over here? I might have to go get my tablet though. It's a little squishy in here. Ow! Ow! My knee! Okay, let me move some windows around so we can switch to. Okay. Turn this off. I'm not gonna go back to the down shooter for now, so I'm gonna turn that on. Let me go get my tablet real quick. I'll be back. But yeah, we'll finish I'll finish things up. Working on a small project. Let me transfer the files over. These, pop these in here. Okay. Papa, what are you doing? I'm gonna turn that light off. Okay. We're gonna work on this. If you don't know what this is from, that's totally fine. Oh, it's creepy when I do that. Why is that not in the folder? That should be in the folder. Still creepy. But yeah, we're gonna work on this. The title of the stream is now a lie because we are not sketching Hisoka, but that's okay. Kitty, what are you doing to the webcam? What? Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? Guys, it's a cat. Look at, okay, it's a cat. Look at this cat. Oh, he's coming over here now. Look at this cat. You wanna say hi? He's like, why the fuck are you still over here? You're never over here this long. Might change this kid's hair. Everyone in this family has like wavy hair and I just gave this kid straight hair. Kitty, no. Stop trying to eat my pencils, please. Stop it! Those aren't yours. Those are mine. You can't eat them. But yeah, I don't know what kind of pencil I want to finish this in is part of the problem. Let me turn that off. I don't have my... do I want to do like the sketchier thing? Kind of like that aesthetic. What do you guys think? Maybe I won't do it that thick. I always do such thick lines when I line stuff, and you see other people's stuff, and it looks so nice with their thin, concise lines. I just got these thick ass things all over the place. I would ask why you guys are up so late, but I guess I can't judge because I am also up this late. I like how I draw. I sketch a thing, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna follow the thing I sketched in here. Papa, what the fuck are you doing? you doing, buddy boy? Huh? Just lay down. Here, I'll move. Ah, no, don't you dare bite me. If you bite me, I'm kicking you off. There. Lay down. The only piece of paper to lie down on? Pop off. What is your problem? Huh? What's your problem? Pop off. No! No! Fucking leave my arm alone. I'll sit here with my arms tucked to my side so you can't fucking nibble on my goddamn arm. I do appreciate you guys, though, joining me for late night random art stream. I'm pretty glad that I got my sketch commissions finally done. I'm a little nervous for when I have my next convention. I know it's not going to be this busy all the time. It'd be nice, I guess, if it was. But I'm also nervous about my fucking arm just taking a beating. Because I gotta draw a bazillion things. Might have to invest in like a wrist brace or something. I do not have one. And the thought of even getting one makes me feel old. I guess I am old. It got very quiet all of a sudden. I guess so did I. I guess things are just starting to catch up on me. I said I couldn't be up too late. I have stuff I gotta do tomorrow. That's why we're gonna end at 3. Which is in just a little bit here. Gotta go to the store. The cat's running low on wet food, and if I don't get wet food for him, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. I think my cat might be worried something's happening soon because we're going camping, but he comes with us now, so it's either that or he doesn't want to go, but he's going because I don't like to leave him home alone. And I don't have anyone set up to watch my cat. He does okay. Of course, he also just might want attention. Which, you know, I guess I get that. Hair is so fucking fluffy. Oh boy. Ooh, we're not doing that. Yeah, if you want to suffer, you know, flip your drawings to see if they look good. If you're good at drawing, they won't look that bad. But, that happens. I hate it when that happens. Sometimes it's just easier to draw things though when you reverse it. Gotta deal with the fucking consequences though. Man, I'm actually getting quite tired. I think I tired myself out talking about Advent children. Which sounds about right. I think I'll do my dishes tomorrow. I still want to go clean up my cable mess that I made on the floor, though. Still hear people outside. It's 3 a.m. It's normally quite quiet in my area. That and it's a Monday? I don't know. Who the fuck's out partying at 3 a.m.
I hope everybody's having a great time.
on Monday?
This next song is one of our latest songs called Green Light Ride. Enjoy.
Can't really call what I'm doing partying at 3 in the morning. I'm just drawing. Unless you guys want to count hanging out at 3 a.m. drawing anime pictures and shit as a party. I guess that could be considered a party, huh? Okay, so I don't want to do this, but oh, I've kind of messed this up already. For reasons I wanted to... I guess I can always erase it. I wanted to keep the pupils separate from the rest of the eyes and the mouth separate for a different thing, but... oh well. Oh, I just realized what time it is. Well, I'm sorry it got kind of slow here at the end. I am quite tired. But we're gonna wrap up the impromptu random art stream. Again, I want to thank everybody who did tune in for tuning in. I noticed it was very late. But you know, it happens. Try not to make a habit of random late night art streams or streams. I know it's happened before, but yeah. Like I said, at least I got my thing done that I needed to get done. Anyway, nothing's really changed since the stream earlier tonight in terms of announcements, but we'll be back on Wednesday with more Pokemon Snap, and that'll be it for the week. Like I said, I'll be gone this weekend, so no Friday stream and no art stream on Sunday. But hey, you got an art stream now, so that's always good. So yeah, hopefully I see you guys on Wednesday for some more Pokemon Snap. Hopefully we'll get the requests done soon so I can move on to other games for that day, because once we get the requests done, unless they happen to drop another surprise patch on me, which I kind of hope they don't, we'll have that day open to do new things. Like hopefully Psychonauts 2, if everything goes to plan. But for now we will plug away with Pokemon Snap. But yeah. Okay. Hold on. Why is this eraser tool so small? Can't get anything done with an eraser tool that small, jeez. But yeah, so I hope to see you guys Wednesday. But if I don't, I hope you have a safe and happy Labor Day, especially if you're going out of town or whatever. And I will see you guys, you know, when I see you next. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Okay. Alrighty. Bye, guys.